My name is Maltida. I share different crochet content. You're welcome to another live section where I've been sharing different crochet organizer for this whole month, and today's the last Wednesday in the month of May. Yay, yeah. So today we are doing something really special, and that is a crochet organizer, a crochet hook organizer. So I don't have a pencil case or a case for my crochet items like my hooks, like my stitch markers and my darning needle, my measuring tape. So today I am going to be doing a organizer for that one, and it's going to be exciting. So grab your yarn, grab your hook, and let's crochet together a crochet hook organizer. All right, we are crocheting a case for the hook. So before we get right into the video, do not forget to subscribe to this channel. My name is Maltida, as I have introduced myself earlier. Subscribe to the channel. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe. You know, I have different content on YouTube on how to do different crochet projects. You can always go ahead and sorry, I'm just trying to readjust my camera. Okay, so you can always go ahead and to do different to check my different crochet projects and things like that. All right, and my lighting. Okay, I need to fix this one too. Yeah. Okay, so my lighting is up. Today we are going to be doing a crochet case organizer, hook organizers. So this are my hooks, and of course darning needle and my stitch markers. Even I have a bobby pin here. They all need to have a case where I can keep them properly, and this is also essential for if you're a beginner, if you're a crochet beginner, if you're a crochet, you're not new to crochet. Of course, you need a place to keep all your crochet items, right? So I'm going to make a case for that one today, so you can just join in and let's crochet together. It's going to be a fun tutorial today. All right, so I'm going to keep this aside. And what are we going to be doing today? I'm doing a case. I've said that earlier, but I need to show you real quick before I start to crochet. I'm going to do some few explaining. This tutorial is a beginner friendly, but I'm not going to show everything off camera, but there's some I'm going to show you now. This is what the pencil case, the crochet hook case is going to look like. This is how it's going to look like. It's going to look like this, like an envelope. So you can flip it and you can unfold it like this. You can just fold it up and put the flap on. It's going to look exactly like this. I'm giving you the visuals before I start crocheting. Okay, so I just want you to know we're going to open it up like this. There's going to be something here. There's going to be a pocket here. There's going to be a organizer here, organizer there, and then we're going to flap and cover it up like this, like an envelope flap. So this is what I'm going to be crocheting. I'm just giving you the visuals, a rough visual on how it's going to look and how it's going to come out once I'm done. Now, for this project, I'm using a curtain yarn. I'm using the curtain yarn, and I have this is a mint green, and also I have this in the chocolate brown, the mocha brown. All right. So now I want you to understand that for this project, I have done some few things ahead. Okay. I have a granny square here, a star granny square. I have a star granny square, and I have a long tail. So you need to make a granny square. You don't need to necessarily make a star granny square. You can make any granny square. You can customize yours any way you want it. So I'm using a star granny square, but you need a granny square this size. You need a granny square this size. Okay, hi everyone, you're welcome to my channel. So we are making things like this. So for instance, this granny square is going to be here at the bottom, and then we are going to have, I have done this as well. This is like a pocket. It's going to be here. There is a flap. See, this is the flap. I'm going to cover it up. There's a button O. Now, you might be asking, are we going to get all these things? I made them ahead of time, because if I have to do everything on camera, I'm going to be here for like forever. It takes time, but it's not difficult. I'm going to show you. It's the same pattern that I'm using. So I have this also for the hooks. I've done like the minor things already. I'm going to show you the main base, the base of the pencil case itself. So I've not started yet. Thank you so much, Kirsty. Thank you. So this is all I'm going to be needing. You're going to need this. You're going to need a granny square pocket. You're going to need a pocket with a cute flap right on top of this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to explain these things once I need to show you. But first of all, I'm going to do the base now. I use the same base. The same stitch throughout. Even for this, except from the granny square. Except from the granny square, you can do any granny square. You can do the regular classic granny square. But for this and this, I use the same stitch. I'm going to be using the same stitch as well for the base of the bag. The opening of the bag, the full base. So it's going to be the same thing. So it's a very easy thing. You can just grab your yarn and do this after I'm done with the life. So now to start, and that means I'm making the full body. All this I'm showing you are just the compartments that we are going to put in the case. These are just the compartments you're going to put in the envelope case. These are the compartments. This I've not started to do. I've not done the envelope yet. So you're welcome. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining in. Subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you. So to start, I'm using this. I'm using the mint green. All right, and now to start this project, to start the main case, I'm going to start with a slip knot. That's a slip knot. And this is a curtain yarn, is a weight for medium weight size, and I'm using a 4.0 millimeter for this project. All right, so I'm going to chain 1. So for this, I'm going to chain 30. I'm going to do a chain of 30. Now you can add more to yours, and you can reduce it, your own case. It's all about your own preference. So I'm going to chain 30. So 4, that's chain 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, so what I'm going to do is grab this 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay, we have 30 chains here. 30 chains. All right, so for the 30 chains, I'm going to confirm this again, but I know I have 30 chains. Okay, there's no need to confirm. But anyways, you just need, for this, you need any number and a turning chain, and that's it. So I have 30 chains here. Okay, I'm using, throughout the stitch, I'm using a half double crochet throughout this stitch. Okay, and now I'm going to skip the first stitch, and this is the first stitch. I'm going to skip this one, go into the second stitch and do a half double crochet. Okay, that's a half double crochet. And if you're new to crochet, let me show you that one more time. You yarn over, you just yarn over once, go into the chain, just this one loop, pull through, and pull through all the 3 loops on your hook. Again, yarn over once, insert your hook to the chain, pull out, you pull up that loop, you have 3 loops, pull through all the 3 loops. These are half double crochet. So I'm going to continue. This is a very long this envelope case is going to be pretty long, so I need to speed up real quick. So I'm going to repeat the same thing until I get to the end of this, until I get to here. So we're going to be doing just 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. One half into every stitch. If you're joining in new, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and for more crochet, for a lot of exciting crochet content and tutorials, and give this video a big thumbs up. Share my videos and like. Thank you. So 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. Okay, this is the last stitch on this row, and I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So I have everything set. I'm going to turn my work and continue to do another row, the second row of 1/2 double crochet. So this is going to be quite, boring, repeating the same, but just repeating the same row. On the both loops now, you're working on the both loops now. On the both loops, you're doing a 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. You're just doing the same thing throughout. 1/2 double crochet, chain 1, turn, repeat. So we're going to continue this row, sorry. We're going to repeat this row for 34 to 35 rows. You see, I have a long way to go. So I'm just going to speed up a lot so that now, as you can see, this is the same base that I use for all my compartments. I mean, for this I use the same thing, the same stitch. I use the same thing. I just made a rose button here, and this is simple. This button is just a magic circle. I'm going to explain this later. Okay, so I just wanted you to know that I use 1/2 double crochet stitch throughout. For this, this is the flap. I use 1/2 double for this, 1/2 double for this. I'm going to explain all this afterwards, so you understand what those pieces I'm showing you. Those pieces, I use the same method. Just going to chain for this. I did chain 18. I chained 18 plus 1 turning chain, 19, and I just did the same thing I'm doing here. 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. And for this, I chain 12, and then I did 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. And the same amount of chain that you did for this has to be the same for the flap as well, chain 12. And for the flap, has to be chain 12 because it has to be the same size. And just 1/2 double crochet. So I'm just I'm trying to just let you know that I did the same thing using the same method here. 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. Okay, Anastasia. Well, Anastasia from Poland. It's great to know you do crochet. You're welcome. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section if there's anything that you want to share with me. Okay, and this is the last stitch, so you must sure that you pick the last stitch. You might get confused. Just yeah, of course you can always, I have a tutorial that I drop on Tuesday on how to, you can check my YouTube channel. I have a tutorial, or not more of a tutorial, it's like a crochet content on how to turn your crochet project into cash fast. And I discussed fast selling crochet items. You can go and check my latest crochet content on YouTube. So I discussed on different, different projects you can, or different crochet items that are quite fast selling. You can make money, and how you can make money through crochet business and things like that, and the items that are fast selling. So yeah, you can watch that content. All right, so thank you, Anastasia. Okay, currently I don't have a website. I just sell locally. I sell locally for now, like if anyone wants around. But I don't have a website yet. But very soon I'm going to drop a website, I'm going to drop website very soon for this. That's great. And you can subscribe, you can learn a lot of things. And of course, if you have a YouTube channel, you can, you can drop the link to your YouTube channel so I can, check your YouTube channel and see what you do there. Okay. Oh no. The thing is, okay. Chain 1 and turn. So we have 1, 2, 3. So that's row 3. And we're going like all the way up to row, you know what, right? So I need to speed up a lot. Row 35. Pooja, thank you for saying you're welcome. Do not forget to like, subscribe to the channel. And I want to know, you can leave a comment and we can, it's an hangout, and it's an hangout crochet with me. Let me know what you love about crocheting. Are you a crocheter? Are you a beginner, intermediate, advanced crocheter? And do not always forget to pick your last stitch here. You might get confused and do not pick your last stitch. Pick the last stitch, chain one, and turn. If you do not pick up your stitch, the edge of your project is going to be uneven, and it's not going to look nice at all. So repeating the same thing on the both loops. We're going on the both loops throughout this project. 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. Just repeating 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have a live section where you can ask me any questions very soon. But when there's a lot of questions you can drop. But when I'm making projects, sometimes it's really hard for me to say a lot because I'm trying to focus on the project that I'm making. And so you see, it's going to be laying like this. And also the granite square is going to be somewhere around here. So you can see, beautiful, right? But you can always leave a question. You can always leave your questions. So I have a lot of rows to work. So I'm so sorry if I cannot answer all the questions you're asking. I'm going to do I can just do a few chats here and there. Hi, Lacey. You're welcome. Okay. Now there's a final stitch here. Please do not always forget to pick up your last stitch. Do not forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. And now, repeating, 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you're watching live or you're watching the replay. Thank you. I'm going to turn, chain 1, repeating 1/2 double crochet into every stitch, 1/2 double crochet into every stitch. So I'm going to put all my stitches in the description box. So how I make the star, I made the star granny square. I'm going to put a written pattern there, and also I'm going to be dropping a crochet star granny square tutorial soon, and as well for all the compartments, I'm going to put a written pattern on how I achieved it. So I just had to do the compartments ahead, because doing everything on camera would definitely take a very long time. So this is why I decided to do the actual body of the case online as a tutorial, and then the other part I know is really easy. You can just make that by yourself. I will try to put that in a written pattern. And this one, okay. All right. So we have a lot of numbers to work up. ready. Turn. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you for joining in. Turn. So I need 35 rows. So I'm gonna count how many rows I have here already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So row 15. I need to be aware of how many rows that I have. So row 15 is on right now. Turn. Now row 16. Row 17. Eighteen. 19. 20. Okay, so we're done with row 20. Hi, Nafia. So this row 20. So this, I need to do a few more rows. As I said, I need to go up to row 35. So I'm going to turn my work. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. Please do not forget to like and give this video a big thumbs up. So this is row 21. Okay, so that's the last for row 21. Chain 1, turn, row 22. So you can stay tuned because we're going to still get to the interesting part. I've said it earlier, this part can be a little bit boring, you know, counting the rows, just building up the rows. But we're about to get to the exciting part of this Hangout with me crochet tutorial. 23. Carol, thank you. You're welcome to the channel. So I'm making you might be wondering what am I making? I'm making a crochet hook case, a type of organizer, a crochet organizer. So one is just for my crochet hooks and essentials. Turn row 24. Hi, bird mama 77, Stacy. Hi, you're welcome. Thank you for joining in. Do not forget to subscribe and like. Give the video a big thumbs up. Okay, so I'm making a crochet hook case. So the type of crochet organizer. So I'm making a case for the crochet hooks, my darning needle, my stitch markers, and all my crochet essentials. So I'm making this beautiful envelope case for them. All right. So there's a last stitch there. Pick that one up. Oh, you're welcome. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work around and continue row 25. So I'm done with this, so I have to grab another ball of yarn. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to join my new yarn So if anyone is curious, if anyone is curious, I'm from West Africa. So, okay. Now I'm going to join in my other yarn, and I'm going to insert and grab the new yarn. So this is the way I join my yarns. I pull that through, pull through all the loops, and I'm going to just work right over the yarn. Lady Crochet I, you're welcome. Okay. So you don't need to do a lot of weaving in. So you're just going to carry this yarn and just walk right over on top of it, repeating your stitch. 1 half double crochet into every stitch. Oh, okay. I'm going to check your YouTube channel, and I would love to see what you make. Lady Crochet, yeah, I would love to see what you make. You can put a link to your YouTube channel. So I'm just going to leave this yarn. I'm going to use my scissors afterwards to just snip that one off to cut off that yarn. So it's properly hidden between the stitch. Okay, all right, no problem. I'm just going to find you on YouTube. Okay, so Obi TV, thank you. I'm making a crochet hook case. It's a crochet organizer for crochet hooks and crochet essentials. Thank you for row 27, sorry, row 26. So I'm going to cut this one off. Let me grab my scissors. Do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of tutorials on crochet, very well in-depth tutorials. So I make different crochet projects, and yeah, thank you. I love the color too. The color is really nice. And I'm going to drop a written pattern for this crochet case, this crochet hook case. I'm going to drop a written pattern once I'm done. Kaylin, hi. And so I have a few more rows, and then we're going to start to add the other compartments to this case. As I said earlier, I have made the compartments ready, so I'm just going to just sew them in. So this is row 25, if I believe, or 26. I think I lost my count. All right, sure. RBTV, I'm going to definitely check your YouTube account as well. I'm going to subscribe and see what you have there. It's nice meeting you all. Okay, so we need row 35, but I'm going to stop this on row 32, and the 3 is going to be like extra, but anyways, I'm just going to continue. So row 27, I believe. This should be row 27. I'm going to check again. I'm in rows. So the half double crochet stitch is always easy to count your rows. So I have 5 more rows to go, and then I can start to add the compartments to this case. All right, thank you, Bird Mama. Thank you. And I'm going to most definitely check out your account as well on YouTube. So we are so far away from like what the actual thing would look like. So this is row 28. Oh, okay. Thank you for the recommendation. Okay. Okay, bye, and see you next time. You can always watch me go. I always go live every Wednesday, 11 a.m. West African time. should be row 29. This is row 30. Sorry. That's one. Amar, hi. Thank you for joining. Subscribe and like this video. Needlecraft. Hi, welcome to this channel. Welcome to this live tutorial. Needlecraft creation. Hi. Thank you for joining. So sorry. Okay. I'm making a crochet hook case. It's a crochet organizer for crochet hooks and some crochet items and essentials. Sec. Okay. I'm right back. Okay. And this is my last stitch here. Okay. Now I have row 32. This is 32 rows. And now for the compartment will go this way. This will be here. So I need to make sure that this is right. And this will be here. And there will be this here covering over like this. It's gonna be right here. I'm just showing you what it was going to look like, and then I'm going to have this here, exactly here, and then this little piece is going to be hanging somewhere here. So let me just bring that close. So this is going to be hanging here, here, and also this is here. So matching up with what I have, this is 32 rows, and this is 32 rows, guys. Once I fold this, it should go like this. It should fold up into like this. This should fold up this way. So this is 32 rows, but I need 3 more rows that is going to make it 35 for the flap. So when I close it in like this, when I close it in, there will be a little flap here to cover up. I'm just going to go ahead now and just do 3 more rows. I just need to explain why I'm doing 35 rows for this. So this is 32, and okay, so 3 more rows to go. So I have 35 rows. Once I have 35 rows, I'm going to stop and sew in my compartment, to sew in the compartment for the case. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm trying to speed up. So this is row 33. So I'm going to sew in really quick. I'm going to be using a darning needle for the sew in. There's no need to explain a lot for that. Just need to know how to use a regular yarn and a needle to sew. Hi, you're welcome. Constantina. Constantina, you're welcome. Thank you for joining in. Okay. Row 34 now. Thank you so much, Constantina. So this is a mint green. I said it earlier in when I started. This should be a mint green. Okay, so what I'm making, I didn't see the other part of the question, so sorry. What I'm making is a crochet hook case, or crochet organizer for crochet essentials, and crochet hooks for crochet stitch markers, and darning needle or tapestry needles, and where you keep your crochet items. Okay, now this is the last stitch. I have to pick up the last stitch. You might not see the last stitch. So row 35, and this is the last row. Okay, so now we're moving to the fun part, so you can stay tuned. And so I've been crocheting for a while now. So when I was a teenager, I did a little bit of crocheting here and there, so I dropped it. So later, like 3 years ago, I picked up a yarn and crochet hook again to start crocheting, and since then I've been so much in love with it. So it has been 3 years now. Yes, I cannot wait as well to see the final product. It's going to be beautiful, I believe. And you can just stay tuned. Stay tuned to see what the final product what it's going to look like. So this is roll 35, and voila, I'm done. Sorry. So this is row 35. This is it. Now it's time to put in the compartments. For the compartments, for this case, so we need to have a compartment for the needle, for the hooks, for the this. So this is the compartment for the hook, and it is important for you to note that this, I'm leaving extra yarns for all the compartments for me to sew in. So I'm going to grab a darning needle now to sew in. Oh, so you can see now I've attached my stitch marker. Oh, sorry, my darning needle, and I'm going to sew all around, so it's going to look exactly like this. So I'm going to turn it this way so I don't get confused. So I have row 32, I said the other time, so I need this little rows, so I need just this much. So you see 1 2 3 1 2 3. So I'm leaving 3 rows, this 3 rows extra for the flap. Okay, So I'm going to start from here. Okay, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. All right, I'm going to start from here. I'm going to weave this in, sew it in and up to this place. So that's what I'm going to do. As you can see, I'm going to tie my yarn to the needle, just like that, just to secure. I'm going to do that one more time. And I'm using the same color. You need to use the same color. You have to use the same color with the body, so you don't have different colors when you're just sewing in. It's just easy. So do not forget, when you do row 35, you leave 3 to 2 rows for the flap. So I'm going to start using this. It has to be a lining at the bottom. So we're going to start to sew in now. So for this sewing in, it's a simple stitch. I'm going to be just running the yarn through back and forth, just like that. So as you can see, I need to let you know that I didn't cut off this yarn. I didn't cut anything off. So I left it exactly like this because I'm still going to work the envelope, the flap. I'm still going to work the flap. So this is, I believe this is called the rolling stitch. So I'm just going through both the panel, the main panel, and also the compartment. So we're just going to sew in just like that. As you can see, and I want you to notice that I made this in rows exactly like this. I made this in rows, but I had to turn it so because this is going to be this is going to be for the hooks, so I need it to be on a straight line like that. So make sure when you do yours, for this I've explained already, this is row 18 plus 1. This is 19 chains, 1/2 double crochet into every stitch, chain 1, turn, and I did 12. I did 12 rows for this. So you need to remember to make this part for the hooks, you need to chain 19, 1/2 double crochet into the same way I did this one. So it's just the same stitch I use for everything. Okay, so I use the same stitch, 1/2 double crochet for all this, for the body and also for the compartments. I use the same stitch. So with this, I did chain 19, I did up to 12 rows. And also I'm going to show you the other ones as well. And make sure that this is aligning. You have to be close to, you have to make sure that you're not too close to the edge when you're sewing. But the edge needs to be straight together and they need to just be right on top of each other. As you can see that I'm pushing my needle through I'm not pushing my needle right on top of this, right on top of the edge. I'm just going a little bit few stitch in before I pull that through. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. So I need to so for this side, you're going to, sew in from here because this is extra. Okay. So once you're making your compartments, make sure that you have a long tail to sew in. And you have to sew in well so that it doesn't so we're not going to sew here because of course this is the pocket hole. Okay. You can see all the stitches you can see because I'm using the same colors. Okay. Now it's time to finish this one off. What I'm going to do is wrap one yarn here, do it like that, pull that through that loop. Okay, to make a knot. I'm going to do that one more time to secure, pull it through that loop and tie a knot. Now it's time for me to hide my yarn. Just going to hide my yarns in between here. Okay, so everything looks neat and all right. I'm going to grab my scissors and cut off my yarn. Okay, so this part is done. Lovely. Now for the next part, for this, okay, now I'm going to turn this around again. Okay, I'm going to grab this, so it's going to be right here. So now it's time for me to, I made this rose button. This one is really simple as well. This one is, I did for this compartment. This is for the hook. I sold this one for the hook, and this one is for the darning needles. So I have some darning needles, so I'm going to just keep them here. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space here. Why? Because of this flap. This flap is chain 12. This is chain 12. 1/2 double crochet into every stitch, and I did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 rows. I did 8 rows, chain 12. The same thing, I did 8 rows, sorry, 12 chains, and I did 1 2. And on the third, I did 3 actually, but on the third row I did a chain 1 for the buttonhole. So now it's going to be right here. So I'm going to sew this, so I'm leaving this little space for this. Okay, so let's sew in, starting from the edge, leaving that little space there for the flap. Okay, using the same stitch, the running stitch. Do not forget to tie your yarn to your needle. Okay, now you're good. Again, I'm going to go through, so you have to keep this close to the edge as possible. Okay, using the same stitch here. Okay, you need to be sure that. Okay. Yasmin, hello, you're welcome. Okay, so we have this little space here. So I'm not going to cut off this yarn. I'm going to use the same yarn to do the flap. Now the flap is going to be so close to the edge. So what I'm going to do is go through the main body of the body, of course. And now I'm sewing in the flap using the running stitch. Going through like that. I'm going through the main going through the main body of the envelope of the case, sorry. Okay. All right. So it's going to go this way. Okay, I'm all done here. I need to finish off first before I, show you how to. So this rose button, okay, for the rose button, this is really simple. This is a magic circle, chain one, and 5 double crochet and 5 single crochet into the magic circle. I slip stitch into the first single crochet, cut off my yarn, and that's it. So I need to make sure that I sew this in properly. Okay. Okay, so here I'm going to tie a knot to show that I'm done. I'm done with this. One more time. Okay, sorry, I was out of the frame there. I didn't realize it. And then I'm going to just hide this yarn neatly. Okay, just like that. I'm going to grab my scissors and cut off. Okay, so this is hard. Okay, so this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like now. So you might be asking, why do you do this one? So I just use this and voila. This is for the darning needles, and this is for the hook. And now it's time to sew in the granny square. So this is a star granny square. You can use any granny square that you prefer. So this is going to be right here. I'm going to insert the darning needle now to this. Also, I left some yarn to sew in. Okay. I just want to cut off this yarn. Okay. So take this yarn. This is the yarn for the square. So this is the yarn for this. So I end up there. What should happen is starting from here to here to here to there. Okay. I'm going to, so this has to be close to it. So what I'm going to do is, because I handed my granny square and on this corner, I'm going to just do it like this without wasting time. I'm going to make sure that I sew in up to the top of the stitch, and I take it back through again. What I mean is this, I sew it up here. So now I've gotten to this corner. I'm just going to stop. Okay, do one more, and now I'm going to run through the same place where I did where I sewed now, and just take it all around. So I'm just going to turn this now so it's easy for me to just sew in. So as you can see, I'm sewing very close to the edge. Uh-oh, I took that one through the wrong route. So I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Okay, so I'm just going to take it this way again so that it's easy for me to sew. Okay. So I have to go through slowly into this chain 2 corner there of the granny square. I need to go through that corner. Okay. Voila, I'm done. So I'm going to do this, pull that through and tie a knot. I just grab this here, go through the hole. Okay. Aha, as you can see. So now I'm going to hide my yarn. I'm going to hide it and tuck it in well. So you see that there's no need to sew this side, just this side and that. And I need to hide this yarn. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to cut this one off. As you can see, it's neatly done. This is done and this is done. All right. So the next thing to do is I have this one here. It's going to be hanging somewhere here, and this is going to be for the stitch marker. Okay, now before I get down to that side, I'm going to just grab my hooks. So from the smallest, so I have very small hooks here. So I'm starting from 2.3, 2.0. Like that, 2.5, very small hooks. So this, for instance, what I'm going to do is insert it like this. Okay, insert it like that. Make sure that, so I just begin to sew through. Okay, I'm going to grab my darning needle, and now we have to make sure that this is really tight so it doesn't I have to sew this in well so that it doesn't fall off. So it has to be really tight. So I'm using the same yarn. Okay, I'm going to go through. Okay, I'm going to come from here. As you can see, I'm sewing next to the crochet. going on the straight line so that my hooks don't fall off and they're properly secured in the right. Okay. Oh. I'm going to. All right. Okay. This way. Careful so I don't sew that one. So I'm sewing very close to the hook, so they are really secured and really. I'm going to do that for every stitch, for every hook. So I'm just using this as an example. I can do everything on camera. I have to do some off camera, but of course you're going to see how the final look it's going to be. Okay. Hi everyone, you're welcome to this channel. So this is for this. As you can see, it's really like, look, it can't fall off. So my hooks can fall off. So I fit two together here because they are really tiny. So now I'm going to finish off this. Okay. Now that I'm done, I'm just going to grab and make a knot, pull through, and pull through again. So now I'm going to as well hide my yarns. So I'm just going to hide them neatly using my needle as well to hide these yarns. So okay. I'm going to do that. Complete the rest of the hook off camera. I'm just trying to insert my yarn again so I hide. Okay, so now I'm going to just cut the excess yarn away using my scissors. Now, this is it. Almost done. And now for this little part, this part is for the stitch marker. So I'm going to show this now and move on to the next thing, and that is the flap. I can't show everything on camera, but I just need to show you how to make this. You need to make the sewing very close to the hook. So I'm just going to place this one here, and this one's this is for the stitch marker. So this one is going to be just one, how can I put it? As you can see the way I'm sewing this one in, this one is quite simple, very simple. You know what? I'm not supposed to even stitch that much. But now I'm just going to end this like this and do a loop. So I'm just going to, this one is really simple. And what I mean is all I need to do for this, for the stitch marker old or the stitch marker strap, is just very simple. All I just need to do is, oh, I think I got that one wrong. Okay, I'm going to just snip this one off with a scissors. Okay, for the other parts in this side, for this you just need to tack it down here, and that's it. It's not much of a big deal for this one. This one is really easy. Just need to tack it down because you need the actual okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to just tie. I'm just going to tie it. All right, and add my yarn. I'm just going to add it here. I'm going to hide this one as well, but I need to, go through the flap. I need to do the flap right now. Okay, because the whole sewing is taking a lot of time. So I'm going to do the rest of the hooks as I said earlier. Now one more thing. So what I'm doing is readjusting my camera. I'm about to finish this one real quick. So I'm going to do the I'm going to do the 1 minute. I need to fix my lighting. Then I'm going to show you how to do the flap. Okay. All right, so all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead right now and show how to do the I'm going to show you how to do the flap and finish off. As I said earlier, I cannot go ahead. I can't do everything. I can't show you everything on camera because of time. because of time. So now that I've set all these compartments, you know, this one is for this one is for the down unit, this one is for the stitch marker, and all these extra yarns I'm going to weave in later. Now to do the flap, for the flap, I'm not going to chain one. I'm going to turn my work like that, yarn over. It's a double crochet, it's a half double crochet. So what I'm doing is a half double crochet into every, so what I mean is the first two stitches and the two last stitches, I'm going to be doing a half double crochet together. So how to do a half double crochet together: yarn over once, go into the first stitch like a regular half double crochet. You have 3 loops. I'm going to yarn over, go into the second stitch, 5 loops on the hook, pull through all the 5 loops. So now I'm going to do a half double crochet into every stitch. So this is the first 2 stitches and the last 2 stitches. I'm going to be doing the decrease. So I need to make the decrease to give me this the flap for the envelope. So 1 half double crochet into every stitch. I'm sorry, you might notice that the lighting is dull, and that is because of the weather. The weather is quite cloudy today and really dull. So now, sorry, this is the last 2 stitches here. My last 2 stitches, I go into the last stitch, 1 half double crochet, yarn over, go into the last stitch, 2 half double crochets together. Now no chain, you turn, no chain, and then we're going to do the same thing in the first 2 stitches. We go into the first one here, yarn over, go into the second, 5 loops on the hook, pull through all the 5 loops, and 1 half double crochet into every stitch. Do not forget, this is the last 2 stitches. I'm going to do 1 half double crochet here. So this is the last 2 stitches. So sorry, wait. So this is the last 2 stitches. So I'm going to do a double crochet to half double crochet together. Pull through the 5 loops. Okay. No chain, turn into this first, the first 2 stitches, a half double crochet together, and 1 half double crochet into every stitch. So this is the way to decrease. You just keep decreasing like this until you get the amount of your desired amount. Okay, you can see that I have this curve now. So you see this curve, yeah. All right, 1 half double crochet. So this is the 3rd row for the flap. Okay, so this is the last 2 stitches. So go in here, then over, going to that, and no, sorry, no chain, then turn, repeating the same thing, the first 2 stitches, 1 half double crochet together. Okay, so this is the 4th row. Okay, so you can see this is the last 2 stitches I'm going to do. Okay, 1, yarn over, going to the last, this is the last stitch here, and pull through all the, okay, so no chaining. So as you can see, we have this V shape. So very soon I'm going to just stop this. I don't want it to be too pointy, if what I'm saying makes sense. So I'm going to do this row. I don't want the flap to be too pointy. Okay. I'm repeating that again. That one seemed rough. So once you do first 2 together, then you just put 1 half double crochet into every stitch. Hi everyone, hi Rose, hi Nair, hi Adams, you're welcome. Crochet Beirut, thank you for joining. Welcome, thank you for joining in. you can see we have 2 stitches left. So this and this, and over, go over. This is the last. Pull through. Oh. Okay, so now we have this curve and this curve, and this one now looks really. Now this is going to be the last row. So this is row 6. Okay, now, sorry, going to do the same thing, pull through everything. Okay, 1/2 double crochet, 1/2 double crochet, so now as you can see here, I'm at the middle. So when I close this up, this is how it looks. When I close it up like this, you can see, I need to show you this properly. When I close this into like this, and this is the flap, all right? And I want you to know that this is going to be the middle. So yeah, in the middle, I'm going to just chain 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 is for the button O, and I'm just going to continue to do 1/2 double crochet into every stitch until I get to the last 2 stitches. I don't really want it to be too pointy, but if you want yours to be more pointy, you want to decrease more, you can please go ahead and continue to decrease before you do your button O. You do the button O in, on the last row. So we have 2 left here. I'm going to repeat, yarn over, going to the last 2 stitches, pull through all the 5 loops on the hook. Now I'm going to chain 1 now, because why not? I'm done. And there, then voila, this is how it's going to look like. Yeah, like this. Now, see, it looks like an envelope. I'm going to fasten off, grab my scissors and fasten off. Okay. Fasten off. I'm going to weave in all this yarn. Now I need to make the rose. I need to make the star, and that is what I'm going to be using as the button for this project. I'm going to set this one aside. Now let's make the star. To make the star button, I'm going to make a magic circle, 1, chain 1, and do 10 half double crochets into 1, into the magic ring, 10 half double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just that one up, 9 and 10. Okay, we have 10 half double crochets there. I'm going to close up this ring. I'm really fast. Okay, now I'm going to do a slip stitch into the first half double crochet like that. Okay, close up this ring really tight over there. So I'm going to start with a chain 1. Okay, just a starting chain. So you need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the last stitch here. So this is the first stitch. Now into the first stitch, 1 single crochet, chain 1, 1 double, chain 2, into the next stitch, 1 double, chain 1, into the same stitch, single crochet. Aha, we have the first point of the star. I'm going to show you that one more time. So is one star point, so the star point into 2 stitches. So this is what I did. I go into the next stitch and do 1/2. This is how I started. 1/2, sorry, 1 single crochet, chain 1, into the same stitch, where I put my single crochet. I'm going to do 1 double crochet. All right, I'm going to chain 2. Now go into the next stitch, do 1 double crochet, chain 1, into the same stitch where I did the double crochet, 1 single crochet. All right, I hope it makes sense. Okay, so into the next stitch, so that's the second point. Sorry, into the next stitch. And why is there a problem there? Okay, into the second stitch, 1 single, chain 1, into the same stitch. Okay, into the same stitch, 1 double, chain 2, into the next stitch, 1 double, chain 1, into the same stitch, 1 single. I know this is a little bit, it's a rush. It's a rush, but please just bear with me. 1 single, 1 chain 1, into the same stitch, 1 double, into the next stitch, 1 double, into the same stitch, 1 single. Like you can see, we're making the stars, right? Now into the next stitch, 1 single, chain 1, into the same stitch, 1 double, chain 2. Now into the next stitch, okay, 1 double, chain 1, into the same stitch, 1 single. And now I'm going to do a slip stitch into that into the first chain 1. That's the first chain 1 that I made on this row. For this row I did a chain 1. I'm going to slip stitch there, and I'm going to leave a long tail. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to weave this in, but I need to just show you real quick what I do to with the darning needle. I need to attach this here, like here. I need to attach this here. Now this seems like a joke right now, right? Like, what are you doing? How is this possible? How is this going to work here? Now, what I did wrong is I'm going to attach this one here. But now when you're going to make the star, you're not going to use this 4 point. I'm so sorry, I made a mistake, okay? What I'm saying is this buttonhole is really too small for this. It's too small for this. So I need to reduce the size. I forgot I did this in a 4.0. It should be a 4 point. It should be a 2mm crochet hook, not a big hook like that. For a button, you have to use a small hook size, small size. So I did a mistake there. That is my own fault. Okay. Well, I'm just showing you how to make the button. Okay, so I'm going to make another, and also this buttonhole I think is really small, but I can always adjust that from here. and go back and just do a little bit big hole. I think the hole that I have here should be up to 5 rows, 5 single crochets. So I'm just going to adjust that, and this is it. This is how it's going to look like. I'm going to real quick do another. I'm going to do another star real quick. I need to show you what I did, because what I did there is not right. So this is it. When you're doing crochet, you can't make mistakes, or you have to just pay for it and repeat the whole thing again. 4. So what I'm just doing is I'm trying to here to do a smaller button. I'm going to be real quick with that one. I'm going to do that now and show you very soon what I made. But I'm making the same thing that I showed now, how to make that star. I'm doing exactly the same. I'm doing exactly the same. I'm just rushing up, so I can't show this in camera. I've showed you the earlier, please, but when you're making this, make sure you're using the correct work size. You have to use something small to make this project. And I'm almost done. Like, it's really quick to make another button. It's so easy. So just make another one. And I'm almost done. And I'm done. Okay, so this is what the button should look like. I'm going to loose this one up. And I'm about to finish. Please do bear with me. I'm about to finish this right now. I'm just going to loosen this one real quick. Okay. Now, this place where I did this chain, I did a chain 2, and that was totally wrong. I need to do more chains. Okay, so I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have about 10 to, I think this 12, sorry. I have 12. I have about 12 chains there for the buttonhole, and that is how it should be. And this happens when, you know, there's a lot of rush. I'm in a brush, and that's where I made that mistake. Okay, so we're about to end this right now, and everything is going to be okay. Okay. doing the last two together, doing the last two together and pulling through. Okay, so I'm just going to attach this one, and to attach this I'm going to grab a darning needle. All right, now I'm just going to go through. I'm using the same color of this because, be careful, because of the stitch of what I have here. I'm not taking it down, just only in the middle. I'm just tying it down only in the middle of this ring. That's only what I'm doing. Why? Because I don't need to hold down the ring, sorry, the star. So you need to understand that I need to just do few rounds of holding it down. Okay, on the side as well. Okay, on the side, just hold it down a little bit, just a little bit. So you can say, so it's movable. Because you need to keep that one in mind as well. So now I'm just going to make a knot. Sorry, moving my camera here and there when I just keep eating it. Okay, now I'm going to hide my yarns through this. Okay. Oh no, I can't hide my yarns there. I need to hide the yarns somewhere else. So I'm going to just take back those ones. Okay. And hide my yarn somewhere else. So it's proper to just hide the yarns maybe somewhere here. Okay. I'm going to do that through this. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to cut up my yarn. So sorry for keeping you waiting. This has been a stretch today. This is like I need to do this one afterwards, I've said earlier. So this compartment is for the darning needle. So you just grab some darning needle that I have. I'm just going to grab some of them. So here is it, and keep it here like this. So let me show this well so they do not move here and there. Okay. That is for the darning needles, and for the stitch marker they go here. Stitch marker they go here. Okay. So I just keep the stitch marker here, and voila. So I've come to the end of the tutorial, and for this compartment you just can, for that compartment I just pull my measuring tape and keep it here in this compartment, and this is so easy. And I just cover it up like this and just pull it through the button, and voila, and there we have it. And there we have a beautiful case. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you. I will see you in the next one. I'm so happy for everyone who stayed along. So as you can see, I'm just going to just finish everything off camera. See you in the next one.